Hey everybody, Joe Misfit Glenn here. Welcome to A Minute with Some Misfits. This is my lovely wife, Lori.
Hi, everybody.
Hey Joe, hey Barbara. How you doing this morning or this evening?
Hi, Joe. Hi, Barbara.
Lane, welcome, brother.
Hi, Lane. Well, where am I going?
No. There you go.
That's only going to show me the Misfit Farm ones.
So just go to the tribe. It should pop up, right? Did it pop up?
I'm in the tribe.
All right. What's up, Adam? Welcome.
Hi, Adam.
Y'all ready for some cloning tonight?
It's only show Misfit Farms.
Well, yeah, I shared it to the tribe for it. Yeah, that's it. You get it? Because from Misfit Farms, I shared it. All right. We're doing good, Barbara. We're doing good.
We're here.
Eric Zirkle. What's up, Eric?
Hi, Eric.
Hey, you know what? There's something I needed to remember to tell Lane. Heck yeah. What's up, Danny?
Hi, Danny. Hi, Adam.
Oh, he's been waiting, huh? Sweet. Cut in half. Okay. There we go. We'll give it a few minutes, let a few more folks show up. Oh, tea's hot. Well, I know it's cold up there, Adam, where you're at. Y'all getting them cold temps? Everybody is, I imagine. Hell, it was 36 here this morning. 36 this morning.
Eric says he wants to talk with you.
Still want to chat with you. Seen you was in Trimdale. Okay. Yeah, man, hit me up through Messenger, man. We'll shoot the shit. Did I forget something, Eric? I probably did, bro. I'm sorry. I get spacey sometimes, man. Start losing shit, you know. Good. Glad to hear that, Danny. Yeah, I finished up the trim gel pretty quick, man. The plants that I took, they were all seeded. And so I didn't have to go and do my special trimming and stuff like that about auto seeds. Roger that, Eric. I'll tell you what I know, man. I'll tell you what I know. I started out with auto flowers. I grew them for a couple years and then went to photos. And once I found breeding and cloning from photos, I just haven't been back to autos. Well, I take that back. Last grow, I just grew a couple autos, 4 of them, I think. They're fun. They're cool. I spend a lot of time with my photos, though, and so that's what I like about them. But autos give out some really, really good medicine. Really good. But yeah, Eric, hit me up, man, and we'll shoot the shit, all right? Cool. Let's see. All right. Well, I think we're about there. I was hoping some more folks would be showing up.
Maybe give it another 5 minutes or so.
Give it a few more. Anybody got anything special that they've seen today or last week? What?
I was going to say maybe give it till about 7:15, about 15 minutes.
Okay. We just shoot the shit for a little bit.
See who else comes on. If anybody else comes on.
Hell yeah. You guys got any questions other than cloning questions yet? Anything that you need me to touch on for another video or something of a sort? Probably just down just a little bit. Well, I hope the connection's working pretty good. Seems like it's okay. Nice. Gathering them seeds. Yep, we doing the same kind of shit, Joe. I ended up getting probably 3,400 seeds out of that Sergeant Slaughter. About 34 would be my guess.
We got quite a bit. We did pretty good.
How I did it was, to count them, I counted out 100 and weighed them, and then weighed everything against that. It was actually 1.73 gram for 100 seeds. And so if I had 23 grams of seeds, I just do the math and it tells me how many it got. Can't remember what the number was, but
I don't remember either.
so
They
it's
got
all
quite a few.
estimate. G13 and Matanuska Thunderfuck times Matanuska Thunderfuck. Now that one, my Matanuska, I had just got her flowered today, Joe. Yeah, so I'm excited. She's looking real good. She smells. She's got like she started smelling like right out the door, man. She's very fragrant.
Where's everybody streaming from? The tribe or the farms?
Yeah, where are y'all at? Just drop the farms, tribe, or VCC.
I'm just kind of curious where it's coming from.
Mm-hmm. If I go back here, no, that doesn't show me nothing. Yeah, so Barbara's from the farm. Joe's from the tribe.
So it is streaming on the tribe.
Yep. Mm-hmm. When you go to the tribe, it just sends you right to Misfit Farms. And so, I guess. What's up, Mike? Welcome.
Hi, Mike.
All right. Time is up. Well, we'll give it 3 more minutes. We'll go to 7:10. All right. Let me think. Anything special? My babies are looking good.
Hi, Lindsay.
What's up, Lindsay? There it is.
Sup, bro?
No, I didn't. You want me to, Joe?
Paused, I thought, Joe.
I think he opened it back up. Let me see if I can share it. Do that. I'm not in it. I don't have it in here, Joe. I'll have to do that next time, man. Why is that? Why don't I have it? I think I have to set it up through StreamYard. You're both special. Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you.
Well, thank you. Mm-hmm.
What'd you guys do for Joshua's birthday?
Yeah, it's my son's birthday today. Happy birthday, Joshua.
It is our son's birthday today. He is the baby, and he is 27 years old.
Ooh.
Our baby is 27. 27.
Yep. Makes you feel nice and young, doesn't it?
So, yes, I'm feeling old.
Yeah, Joe. So I have to go into StreamYard and I have to add all things cannabis to the stream. And then I can share it to it. Greatest people on the planet. Right there. We had dinner and just got some ice cream.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Pretty decent.
Hi, Eric. Hi, Colin.
What's up, Rod? Eric?
Hi, Rod.
Colin?
Mike.
Nah, that's more like it.
My niece is 22 today. Oh, 22
Sweet.
today. Nice.
Happy birthday, niece.
Happy birthday.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Rod, man, I was watching your live a little bit today. You were in and out a little bit with your connection. So stayed in as long as I could, man. What's up, Chelsea?
Hi, Chels. My son just tried to call me. Can you let him know we're on this?
Yeah.
Where he should be?
Every Wednesday. Oh, Rod's in the parking lot at the grocery store.
Nice,
That's
nice.
what's up. Yeah, I don't like going in the grocery store neither, Rod.
That's my job. Mm-hmm.
Chelsea is on, she says. Okay. Well.
Oh, Lindsay put that.
Yeah.
Chelsea's on.
Okay, so I guess we are going to go ahead and get into cloning. All right, guys. So grab your pens and
Boyer
papers.
just said a big thing right there.
Oh shit. All right, let me read Adam's thing here real quick. So I purchased the Cannabis Growers Bible. Cool. My plan is to learn everything I can. I want to start growing really soon. Just got to do some research. I'm probably going to grow in my house upstairs so I can have climate control. You will be my cannabis guru for any questions I have. I accept, sir. I accept. Send them on, man. I got you.
Yes, because we have some young growers in here that we're very excited about.
Absolutely.
Lane Moon, which is Eric's son.
Mm-hmm.
He's about, correct me, Eric, if I'm wrong, or Lane, if you're on here, about 25, maybe. I think he's about 25 years old, and he's doing pretty good. He's kicking some butt. He's learning from his daddy.
Yeah.
And he's a young grower. So
Mhm.
Adam, this is good because we also have some other young growers in here that will benefit from a lot of this.
Absolutely. See Rod's thing.
Mm-mm.
Evie says, hi, beautiful lady.
Hi, how are you? Hi, Chelsea.
Hey, Evie.
Hi, Evie.
All right. So with that being said, we are going to go ahead and start. Okay. So we'll just talk about cloning first and foremost. All right. And so the idea of cloning is pretty common sense, you know, simple, self-explanatory kind of shit. But
I'm going to learn.
you have a plant, okay? And say you have a strain. For me tonight, it's going to be Mama Mia, which is always the plant that I clone. I love cloning her. She's really good at it. She just loves it. Anyway.
You and I both, Barbara.
What's that?
I'm young at heart.
Oh, yeah.
Me too. Joe too.
Okay. And so you pick your strain, right? And so you found this strain, and this particular pheno of that strain really works for you, okay? It can be whatever strain it is for you. You want to keep that plant around. So by taking a clone, you have a spitting image of the mother plant. And so if you take a couple of clones before you flower it, and you get those clones to start and go, after you have flowered it and you find out that this is great medicine, now you have 2 more that are identical, and you can continue your flow with medicine, okay? But this cloning works with everything, right? So autoflowers, I don't suggest you do that. Reason being is that the cutting is going to follow the mother's plan, okay? So autoflowers flower on their own, usually somewhere near a month, they'll start flowering, you know, in 2.5 to 3 months, they're done, right? Don't take a clone from an autoflower. Some people tell you to do it, and go ahead and try it, but it's just going to continue on the same life cycle as the mother. And so it'll be this big with a little bit of stuff and probably end up dying off. It just ain't going to work. But try it and let me know what you think.
We'll tell them the different ways you're going to show cloning tonight.
I am. I intend to.
Sorry.
Exactly what we're talking about.
Sorry.
And so autoflowers for me are out. I don't mess around with those. Photos. You can do photo regs, right? But you may not know you have a male until it's too late, right? And so feminized or a female, make sure it's a female first, and then you clone it. And we will get into the cutting part with that. All right. So things you will need for cloning. Any questions so far on how to pick your clone or why we clone? Anything?
You want to show them a size of a plant that you would like them to start cloning on, or maybe
Yeah.
we can talk about that too. And like how old, let's put it this way. How old, I'm going to ask questions, guys, because I'm learning how to clone tonight.
Mm-hmm.
How old does a plant have to be to clone it?
Okay. You can clone a plant probably a couple of weeks old if you wanted to. For me, I wait until the plant hits its maturity. A plant will hit its maturity, a photo period plant will hit its maturity somewhere near 2 months.
Okay.
Between 2 and 4 months that's a very mature plant that is ready for pollinating, ready for flower, ready for everything. It is mature and ready to rock and roll. Okay. And so at 2 months, right before I flower, right? Because that's why I flower, because it's a mature plant and she's going to do everything that she's capable of.
Okay.
All right. And so at 2 months, right before I flip, usually about a week prior, I will take my clones. Okay.
2 weeks, about a week prior. Okay.
No, at
before you flip.
2 months old.
2 months old.
2 months old for my plant, and most plants, they're supposed to be mature at that age. So once maturity hits, you can take clones.
So
that's my suggestion.
2 months or older. And
2 months.
once they hit the maturity
Yes.
stage. Okay.
And then you can keep this plant around in veg and keep it as a mother plant. Okay. So this plant right here that we're going to mess with tonight, I could keep that thing around.
Okay.
Continue
using her.
Remember the one I had for like 4 years?
Oh, that's right.
That huge one in there?
Mother
that
plant.
was my mother plant. And all I did was every week or every 2 weeks or whenever I wanted to, I'd go take some cuttings. You know, I maintained her, you know, I manicured her and I fed her and I kept her right. I repotted her as necessary just to keep her living. But yeah, you can keep a mother plant around for a long time and keep on cloning. Okay.
Okay. Now I got to do something real quick before you continue. Hold on, because there's things here I didn't see.
Yeah, I'm looking right here.
So you got Pat. No, and that's not up there. So Pat, these just came on.
What's up, Pat?
Hi, Pat. And then if you keep going, we'll keep going for a minute. And then Justin. Hi, Justin.
What's up, Justin?
And now read the things that we're missing. Keep it the other way.
Gotcha. Okay, if you have a female, all right. Okay, let me go with, first off, if you had feminized seeds, that would be, you know, a 99.9% chance you have a female. All right. At the internodal spaces, okay, so you have your stalk and you have your branches come out right here in between where that internodal space meets the auxiliary branch, okay? Right there, you're going to have nodes, or that's a node, and you're going to have these little sacs there, right? And they'll have two little hairs out. If you have these two little hairs with a little ball right there at that spot, you have a female, okay? If it doesn't have that, if it has two little nubs sitting on it, I wish I had those pictures, man. If it doesn't have that calyx and those two pistils coming out of it, you have chances are you have a male, or it's not into maturity yet. Okay. Males, obviously, if anybody's ever seen them, they have a little stem that comes out of them and a little ball. All right. They have balls, you know, and so male balls, you get it. That flower, if you see that flower like that, you better move that damn thing quick if you don't want your plants pollinated. Because within an hour or so, that little ball is going to pop open and mess everything up.
So I'm learning.
Hi, Willow.
Hi, Willow. Hi, baby. Okay, so I'm also learning. Now I know the difference between male and female plants.
Yeah.
Joe showed me all those, so I've learned that. Rod says, Adam and the other new growers would do really, really well following your philosophies, your schedule, your ability to create such beautiful buds, sticking to the basics, and learning to read your plants. You are awesome at it, Joe.
Thank you, Rod, man. I really appreciate that, brother.
Thank you, Rod.
I appreciate that. I do try to keep it really simple. However, I am going to be up in my game. I kept it simple, y'all, for educational purposes, but I ended up staying simple, and there's more things that I want to, encounter and experience. Okay. So I am going to be picking up the game, and you guys are going to come along with me. And
even if he's picking up the game, he's going to keep it at a level where we can all understand.
Yeah. We'll sit and talk about it to, until everybody understands. Okay?
A level to where we all understand, because a lot of people talk where we can't understand. And he's really, really good at doing that for us. Really is.
All right. Joe says a mother can be kept up to 11 years before there are signs of degradation of the clone.
Wow.
Okay. So that's a good little bit of information. Thank you, Joe.
This is for you, Willow.
Hi, Willow.
Crazy. Our granddaughter's on the other side of the screen, not with us, waving at us like we can see her.
Hell yeah. Okay. So why do we clone? Is to keep your favorite strain. Keep that medicine that you want to continually keep it going on. The exact clone of the mother, right? Ain't happening, Adam. Already tried that shit, bro.
Too damn cold. You need to move to Oklahoma if you want all the goodness. Look, okay, I'm going to tell you right now. If you want all this goodness, all this right here, you got to move to Oklahoma, okay? Right. Got to move to Oklahoma if you want all this goodness.
We're doing good, Justin, man. I hope you're doing good. I know you're probably upset with this cold weather now.
I'm upset with the damn cold weather.
Unless he's fishing anyway. You could be doing that. Actually, I think he might be in freaking Arizona. He ain't got no damn cold weather, does he?
And Adam, not only that, our daughter would love it if we moved back to Oklahoma, move to New York. But we've been trying to get her and Nathan and the kids this freaking way. So if we can get them this way with Sue and Randy, then we'll be good.
Okay. So let's go over the things that you're going to need for cloning. Okay. Paper towels, not necessary, but I use them. So I put my little paper towel down in front of me.
He's very clean.
You want a rooting hormone? I use Clonex. They have powders. They have like dips. This is like a dip. It's a liquid gel and it sticks to it. And I will show you that in a little bit. So you have your cloning gel. You have a nice pair of sharp scissors. You have isopropyl alcohol, gloves, and here's Lori's Caesars. It's good to have a glass or a beaker, if you have one, of water. Okay, just tap water is fine.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna just say, go ahead. I'm watching you.
Okay, go ahead. I see that you're
okay. So there's just a couple things, guys. I'm gonna throw out here real quick. Where did that go? Eric Moon was saying aloe. Are you saying aloe for the cloning stuff and not using the Clonex? And then Mike Horsley says he loves the cold. Justin said it's finally out of the hundreds. And you are right, Justin, because then it's damn too hot.
He's in Arizona, dude.
Oh, well, it's out of our hundreds too.
That's why I was thinking about it when I said it. I was like, oh, damn.
Willow said, I don't have speakers.
Yeah. And so
for root hormones. Yeah.
Aloe vera, they say honey works good. You can use just natural things like the aloe. That's cool. These things, I like this particular Clonex. I might get out to a powder dip. I don't know exactly, but this is the one I'm using for today and all that I have used. And so that's what I'm going to do.
Excuse me.
As far as, let me see, we got gloves, we got alcohol, scissors, and of course you need a plant. Don't forget about the plant. All right. And like I said, I prefer the 2-month-old. That's the start of its maturity. Okay. The maturity level. The reason you need water. Okay. When you take a cutting, now you've created a void. All right. And so now you've opened up the inner parts of that plant. You have oxidation, the oxygen in the air, the heat, the humidities, all that stuff is going to start oxidizing that particular tip. Well, that tip needs to be pristine so it can let roots out and not try to like gum up and heal, right? If it heals, no roots, right? Right around the node sites, I believe, is where those roots will start to come out. And anyway, so you put as soon as you cut it, you put it in the water to keep the oxygen away from it. All right. That's why I do the water part. So I'll usually go into my tent and I'll sit down next to a plant and I will take my cuttings and put them in the water. All right. All around, so I'll bounce off of say 4 different Mamma Mia plants and I'll usually take 3 to 4 cuttings per plant and I'll throw them all in that water. I'll put them all in here. And now they're safe until I get out of the tent and go over to my work area where I'm going to start cloning and putting them into my aeroponics cloner. Okay. And so with that being said, my aeroponics cloner, that is one way, one medium, I guess you can call it, because we're going to talk about the mediums you can use for cloning. Soil, right? You can, obviously that's a good one. You can leave your cutting like this in water up in a windowsill and let it get, natural light. That works. I've seen it work. Some old timers still do that. So we got soil, water. You could do rock wool, or you can do the peat pellets, the ones where you pour the water and they swell right up or whatever. You can use those. And then, like I said, they have all kinds of cloning machines. Mine is a Clone King aeroponics. It has a sprayer that sprays water constantly. And so it keeps that stem always wet and allows it to, what's up, TJ? And allows it to,
hi, TJ,
to root. Okay. So what we got? Did all the mediums: rock wool, peat pellets, soil, or a cloner. Cool. What's up, TJ, man? Hope you're doing good, brother. Banana. Okay. Joe's saying banana. I have heard this, that bananas also work as a rooting hormone. I haven't been successful with it, but perhaps somebody on here has. I just haven't been. Let me see. What we got, Danny? I tried cloning my bonsai tree and lost them all. Dang. Follow all Joe's advice and still lost them. Dang. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes it's just not feasible. You can lose clones, but with these, I was sitting at about sometimes 20% success, other times 80% success, but there was always loss with soil. All right. Once I went to the aeroponics cloner, or the Clone King aeroponics cloner, I went up to 100%. All right. Now I have lost some in that thing, but 90% of the time I'm at 100%. TJ says, hey, babe.
Hi, TJ. Nice to see you. I haven't seen you or talked to you in forever.
Yeah, man, it's been a minute.
Been a while.
We're doing good, bro. We're doing real good. Thank you for asking, bro. Yeah, the peat moss plugs, that's the peat pellets. And so they come in these little discs and you water them and they swell up. Is that what you're talking about, Joe? Pretty sure. Okay. So we covered the medium. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think as far as what I need to say, and now I need to show.
So did you show them this piece too? That
no.
Was in your
these are the little things that go into my cloner, right? And so they open up, you put the little piece right in there. And I'll throw one in there just to show you how it's going to sit in the cloner. it usually has a stem
You can
coming
kind
out like this.
Put it in that if you wanted that.
Yeah, you could legitimate just, you know, it floats the top piece, you know, everything up. Okay. She said you're cute. All right.
You sitting there waiting.
So we have our gel. You ready to get started with cutting?
So you know what? I'm going to move out of the way real quick. I'm going to pull a plant over.
Yeah, I got to get this
Actually,
shit out
look
the way.
at the plants right here on this pink chair. And I'm going to use this so my pink chair don't get dirty.
Root Riot. Yes, that is a cloning or a like this kind of stuff. Yeah. So the gloves, you know, at this point, remember I told you that once you make a cut and you open it up, you open the plant up, you've created a sore, if you will. And so just like your sores, you don't want to go rubbing it in some crap or something, you know, it's going to get infected. And so we want to be as clean as possible. All right. And so what we're going to do is we're going to clean our Caesars. All right.
Thank you, Barbara. Where are you? There you go. Thank you, Barbara. I'm all about my family. My
Oh.
family means a lot to me. And friends of mine that I think are family mean a lot to me too.
Hell yeah.
Family is a big thing. Big, big thing to me.
Okay. Scissors cleaned. You got to put on some gloves, Booger.
Oh,
Caesar's cleaned.
we need to get some extra small for Mama's hands.
Okay, let's get that out of here. Get that over there. We're going to do this. We'll have that. Okay, so one quick thing I wanted to show you about soil, okay? If you're going to use this, all right, you're going to use a gel or any kind of a rooting hormone, and you're going to use soil, I suggest you take a pencil and make a hole down the center, okay? That way, now you have a hole that is not going to push all of your rooting hormone away from the stem. If you just pushed it down like that, it would keep all the rooting hormone up on top, and you want it on that stem, okay? So create a little bit of a void so it's not going to wash it off, and then you put your clone down in there, and then you can push the soil around it, okay? So little tip for you. All right.
I love you too, Eric. Means I love you too, Lord.
Love you, brother.
I said family means a lot, my friends.
Okay. Let's get her up here. Okay, so guys, my advice to you when you're going to take a clone, take it from the lowest branches, okay? If you go down to the lowest branches, let me get a couple of leaves out of here real quick. Just so I can see some shit.
And if you can, I can move the branches back so they can see where you're cutting and see if that helps at all. Or
Okay, so, well, real quick, this auxiliary branch, okay, coming off, it's the first node, right? And it's coming off. You can see little shoots come up off it. I'm going to go ahead and take one just to show you. But this will not be my clone. So we have little shoots like this coming off. See it?
Gotcha.
That is almost a perfect clone. Matter of fact, I can make that work. But I'm not going to today. I usually like to have a few more nodes. So usually you'll have a leaf here and a leaf here. So maybe 3 nodes worth of it. But anyway, so there, that's that one. All right, so we're going to be looking, honey. I want you to see what I'm looking for. Is that better?
I'm gonna brighten it up a little bit so everybody can see better.
Okay, so
that's
look,
better.
this is my first node down bottom. You see this little thing right here?
I do.
Okay.
So the lowest.
Yep, the
piece
lowest
down
one.
there. Okay.
I'm going right up next to the stalk, and I'm cutting.
Much better now. They can see.
Okay. Now you guys see, this is my first clone.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I see my top. I see my first, or what, the node down low, a third node. Right at this third node, I'm going to slide my scissors in there, and at a 45-degree angle, I'm going to cut. Okay? You guys see the 45? Okay. So now, generally, this is where I put her in the water.
She says, "Why do you need to wear gloves?"
Okay.
Barbara says, "Why do you need to wear gloves?"
We wear gloves to keep anything from our hands getting on that cut point. That cut point is very, very important. We don't want any bad, any germs, any disease, any nothing on that.
Let me give you an example. Right before we started the show, I did Joe's beard. And when I was doing Joe's beard, I was using a
A wax.
a wax to put in his beard to try to hold down all this crazy hair that's going to go all over the place. Well, that was all over my hands. And even after I washed my hands to try to get it all off, it was still on there. So if I'm sitting here playing with this plant and that crap's still on my hands, it's going to get all over it.
Okay.
So it's make sure that it's good. Let me see. Oh, and Eric said, and you too, Joe. He loves you too.
Hell yeah.
Right on, contamination. Exactly.
Yes. We don't want any contamination. Okay, so we don't have another one that's just this size. So I'm going to actually go over here. You see that? The lowest of the low branches?
Yes.
That's this thing right here.
You're going to click the whole thing?
And so, no.
Oh.
So this one is a little bit smaller.
Uh-huh.
So we're going one node up. So I
Okay.
want you to take your scissors and get right up next to the stalk, right there, and slice it. All righty. And that's going to be our clone. Now I could just trim this shit off and put this whole thing in there, and that would end up being a clone. It'd be a big clone, right? But I don't necessarily want that. Okay, so, well, here, you take this.
Okay.
All right, and here's your scissors. And so remember, let's see. We're going to look at it. We got the top node.
Okay, can I look real quick and tell you where I think nodes are, and you tell me if I'm wrong or right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you just said the top node, which would be
Top.
this.
Mm-hmm. No, this.
Now, I was just going to say, so these are considered, so this is a node,
Mm-hmm.
that's a node,
This is
this is a node.
Look at right here where you can see this. This is going to be an axillary branch coming out, just like this was on the stem,
Okay,
right? And so this is going to be a whole nother shoot,
okay,
just like this one and just like this one is. You see how it's coming out?
yes.
Okay, so node, 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 node. Each one of these where these leaves come out of the stem is
They're
a node,
nodes.
baby.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
So we want to go somewhere near what node do you want to go to?
I don't know.
Well, let's look at the size of that. Just look at the size and then kind of guesstimate.
So I would go at a 45-degree angle. No, you'd have to do only one. So a 45-degree angle up here.
That's a little bit too high. Let's go to this one. And so I
So
want you to
underneath
cut
it?
downward
Okay.
at a 45. Go ahead. Okay, there's the 45. All right, go ahead and just let me see this one. Now, I have done it to where I've taken these and like you could just take these off. And you could put that in and make a clone out of it. Okay, you can do that. I don't necessarily mess around. I have specific little ones that I want to clone with.
She says, "Hey, good job, Lori." I'm like I said, I'm learning this, guys. I have no clue. Adam, just like how you're learning, I'm learning the same way. And my husband's a hell of a grower, and I don't even know how to grow, so I'm learning too.
Okay, so I want you to take yours, and I want you to follow after me. Okay, so now that we have our cutting, before we go dipping it into the rooting gel, okay, because we're going to do that next. All right. I'm going to dab off a little bit of the water. So now what we're going to be doing is you're going to come in here to the node sites and you're going to take everything off of it, right? It's just got to be a stick now. All right, and so just the big leaves, right? So the big leaf, we're going to come right in here. You see that, how I took everything but. So I want you to bring your scissors in here just like that and take that off.
Take this piece off.
Take all of that off like this. Let me show you. See that? Now do that one. Okay. Now you want to get that node out of there too. Get that out of there. Because it's going to try to grow. All right. So now with this one, yes, we have a leaf up here, but we're going to keep this one. Okay. So now we're going to get it in the water to get it out of there. Okay. So now you have this and ready. Hold on one second and follow along. Now with the big feeder leaf or the solar panel, you're going to cut half of the leaves off, cut them in half. And Lane, this is something you need to pay attention to. I seen your clones and they had big leaves. You're going to have to cut those off. What that does is it allows the plant to concentrate on root production instead of trying to grow from all of the photosynthesis taking place in the leaves. Okay. And that's that. So
You don't have to do that to
you
those
can,
two.
but we're going to leave this. All right. So you can top this part, the new growth. Let me see if I can get into that light. You can top that if you want, or cut it in half, but we're not going to do that this time. All right. And so now it's sitting in the Clone King gel. It's going to sit there for a few seconds, while you're doing something else, cleaning up or whatever. All right. And so now we're going to show this. Yeah, you can put that over there. We don't need it anymore. And then I'm going to show you what this is going to do when I have, actually, we will.
That's what I was keeping it for.
I feel you, Mama. Should have known that. Okay. So now everything is ready to rock and roll. Usually let it sit for about a minute. I guess it's not really important because when you pull it off, it has the gel on it. What's that, baby?
Okay, so I have some questions.
All right.
Why do you pull off such a big one, and then you waste all this? How come you don't make more how come you don't make more clones out of all that? Why are we wasting so much?
I wanted just the top portions of the node or of the stem. Okay?
So, and that's the only part you're supposed to use when you're cloning? No other parts of the stem, just the top?
Like I was saying, you could use other stuff. It's fine. And it will work, but not as good as these tops, in my opinion.
Okay.
In my opinion, of course.
Okay, so you take the tops.
I take the top portion, the top 3 nodes or 4 nodes, depending on just how beautiful it is.
Okay.
I could have taken that whole thing, just trimmed the bottom off and all the nodes and left it and put it in the cloner, and it would have done what I needed it to do.
But the top ones do better.
And another thing that you could have done is like, okay, so if you have this, we're going to take off these nodes real quick and act like it's a clone that we're going to use.
Okay.
Okay. Missed. Okay. And so if you had a big one, right, like a stem that was a little bit larger, like a pencil, you'd want to take your scissors or a razor blade and you'd want to shave that bottom piece.
Oh, okay.
Just ever so gently to get the shit off of it. And it opens up it'd be like your dermis or your skin being opened up and exposing the muscle. All right. And the muscle was going to shoot out roots, right? Because, anyway. So like I said, you're just going to shave it off.
Okay. So we shave it off, but we're keeping a long one, right?
If you're going to keep a thicker, more woody stem, you would damn sure want to do this. I wouldn't suggest using a thicker woody one. I would use the ones just like I showed you. They're a little bit more supple and bendy, and they have that rooting hormone in them. They haven't hardened up and used all that shit away.
I think Casey, I think it was a Casey that came on. Yep.
Hey, Casey, how are you?
Casey.
Okay.
Thank you, Danny.
Meristem. So that must be what he's talking about. So yeah, like I was saying, we're shaving all that off, even down to the node. Past the nodes, anyway, like that.
And why do we do that?
Because this outer skin is going to keep them roots. The harder outer skin is going to keep them roots for developing.
Okay.
Okay. And so this is just a little bit of an up, I don't know, helping it out. Okay. So that could actually be a clone if you want it to be. So what we're going to do is you're going to take yours. All right. Yep. And you are going to put it in that hole ever so gently, is not to like that. What was that name? I think it was Operation was the game I used to play. Now just keep shoving her down.
I'm going to put it in the hole, guys.
Get it in the hole.
Get in the hole, sucker.
Go ahead and push her down. Yep. Okay. And now you want to take your fingers and just kind of. There you have it. And now you'd keep it, you could put a little humidity dome on it. Keep it in low light, like maybe 150 par. So something real, just not too much. And she will come out of it about 2 weeks to a month.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
About 2 weeks to a month. She'll be ready to rock and roll.
We should have brought in your cup set, how you usually do these. So he takes a solo cup, say red, whatever color. He takes these and he puts holes in them. Okay, guys. So he puts 3 holes in them on the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So he puts 3 holes on the bottom, puts the soil in. So he takes these cups and he puts them inside of a solo cup. He puts a date on them when he did his clones on this cup. He puts them inside of a solo cup. And then when he puts them inside of a solo cup, it fits right down on the inside. And then he takes almost kind of like another solo cup, but it's a little smaller. So it fits right into the ridges of that solar cup, and it makes it a little dome. So it has a little bit of the humidity. You'll see some of the humidity in it, and it makes the dome around it. And that's how he does his cloning.
With this, being that it doesn't have any roots, you need to do foliar kind of watering, okay? Because it's not going to absorb it because it doesn't have any roots. And so the humidity, it absorbs the moisture through the leaves and the little bit of leaves it has left. So that's how you keep it alive, all right? And in the aeroponics cloner, it's continually spraying. And so it always has the water around the cut. And so it has that water to absorb and develop roots.
And it makes roots like crazy with his his cloning machine that he uses. It's really good. Nice machine.
We'll take pictures when it's rooted. I have clones out there now. Just took some others today. This plant, I'm taking these clones specifically for you guys. They won't make the cut.
Yeah, we're just kind of practicing here.
Just showing you guys exactly what's up. These plants are needing to be cleaned up. One of these will end up being my mama plant, or my mother plant will probably be the one I haven't touched yet. I'll let her get some really good ones, and we'll throw some really good clones out, some like 1-footers. It'd be cool.
So Joe's talking about the 30 to 60 watt lights. What lighting do you use for yours?
I just turned my lights all the way down, and so it's probably about 150 to 250 par, very lightweight. And so Joe is saying on a different scale, a 30 to 60 watt light would give you about what you need. That's what he was saying. It's a different version.
He also says I've used 10 watt lights as well. So low also.
Yeah.
So low lighting.
Okay. So now the next one. Can you put that lid on that one? I
can.
Okay. So I just wanted you guys to see again. You can see the darkness on that, right? That's the gel. And so when I do my cloner, you guys can see now how it's going to be sitting.
Move it up away from your shirt. Move it up in the, nope. There you go. There you go. You see it sitting out there. So it's sitting in there. There you go.
It's like that. Okay. And then it'll sit in my cloner, right?
Just like that.
And now the cloner doesn't have water like this. I'm just showing you how it's going to be underneath in the water. Now the water that I have is just spraying. It's not solid like this. And so, and also, this cloning gel does wash off immediately once it's in my cloner, but now the shit's in the water. And so it will be spraying on it constant.
T8 lights. Yes, Joe, we're actually going to get ready to buy some T8 lights, I think.
I'm going to be getting some T8 shop lights, quite a few of them actually, probably 12 to 16 of them, just for my normal lighting and for my other plants that aren't cannabis related, because they'll do really well on those. And you can buy the bulbs that I believe that are more geared towards growing.
So how do you all think we did? And do you need us to show you anything else, to show you again or anything? I know that I'm going to have to redo it again, obviously. With Joe. Joe and I are going to have to he'll be cloning all the time anyway. But I'm going to have to learn more because this was just quick and showing the show.
I usually clone every 2 months at minimum. And then, once I get my perpetual grow going, it'll usually be about every month I will be taking like 4 to 6 clones. And then they will just progressively be bigger, all in different stages of life. All right. All right. And so that is cloning. Let me make sure. Lane, did you catch on to that, bro? Are you still in here, my man? Did you catch on to me trimming those leaves in half, and why?
Yeah, I don't know. It shows 8 people on my side. I don't know who's all on and who's all not on. So
awesome, Barbara. Yeah, it doesn't show you who's still on, but there's 8 folks on. I imagine Lane's still here, and Eric too. But oh, nice, Barbara. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. If you have any questions?
Did we do okay, guys? Did we explain it good enough? Yes, I'm fixing mine now. LOL, he says.
Roger that, Lane. Cool, man. I had seen it, and then today when I was doing it, I was like, yeah, man, I remember that. And so I'm just glad I thought of it. I meant to tell you last night or yesterday, whenever it was, when we were messing around. Okay. And so usually my cloning comes right along the same line of, a little bit of cleanup on the bottom. I like to clean up all those they have like clusters of small leaves that grow, and I just can't handle it. You could leave them, they'll be fine. But for me, I just can't handle it. And so, yeah, when you're cleaning it up, you could take your clones and then you have a week to go and then flower. But my plant's really healthy. I don't even have to wait. She could go into flower if I so choose.
So how long do the clones stay in the cloner? When do you pull them and put them in the dirt?
Okay, so for me, 2 weeks to 1 month. In between there is when my clones are done. Sometimes at 10 days, I will start to see root development. That's about how I get it. Now with the Clone King though, and having the aquaponics, you got to have that water temperature right. Okay, and so don't forget your temperatures. Make sure that you keep that soil, warm, 85, maybe, I'd say about 85 would be, good, maybe 90, but just like as if it was a baby, a seed, you want to keep that soil just right.
So do you take them immediately when you start seeing some roots, or do you wait till you get a bunch of roots? How many roots are you looking for before you do it, or is that a thing?
Most of the time I make sure all of them have at least enough of what I want. Sometimes the roots would be this long, all inside. Last time I had the clones, the roots were all up in the motor, and the motor was spitting out little pieces of root. It happens. And so you want them to be at least a couple of inches long, and that's what I would suggest. I never really thought of it. Most of the time when I go in there, they're just balls of.
Well, that's why I wanted to ask, because the new grower, for instance, me, if I'm trying to clone for the very first time, I would like to know how long I have to let it go for, how long should I have the root before I put it in soil, and start all that.
This one, or one of these Mamma Mias, one of the 4 Mamma Mias that I had, was just a spindly ass clone, and it maybe had 2 little hair-like freaking roots on it. I put it in there anyway, and they survived. And so you can do it like that. I like to have something that I can count on, though.
Well, see, Barbara, the funny thing is when I was in college, I had a professor say, there's never a stupid question, because chances are someone else wants to ask the same damn question.
Yep.
I am just the type of person that will say, hey, what about this? What about that? That's just me, because if I have a question, I have to ask. And if it sounds dumb, I really don't give a shit. And I'm not being mean when I say that, but I don't, because how am I going to know the answer to it if I don't ask? And if it comes out crazy when I'm asking it, or whatever it may be, it is what it is. But now I got a good answer from Joe.
Yeah, and so about 2 inches, you'll see them. They'll be different, generally, at least in my. Hey, what's up, Susie? Welcome.
Hi, Susie.
In my experience, that's Joe called lateral root development. But in my experience, about 2 to 3 inches is going to be the normal. Now, my little 12-inch root balls, I'll pull it up and I'll cut most of that off and have 3 to 4 inches of it. It's a little bit of a trick getting it in soil, but not really. I usually will just have a large hole, maybe about that big. And then I just take my clone and I put it down in there and I kind of twirl it like spaghetti, if you will. And it just starts to swirl all the way down in there. And then I put the dirt over there lightly, add a little bit of water to make sure that it's sealing up the roots, add more dirt, water, dirt, water. And I will show you guys. I intend to do videos for that. Okay, guys. And so you'll see it.
And Barbara, right. There is no stupid question ever, or dumb question. But back in the day when you're growing up, nobody would say anything because they were too embarrassed, or people would laugh at them, or so on and so forth. But dude, I'm to the point in my life, I don't care.
All right. So we did, cloning is really easy. Once you get it going, it's just too easy. Sharp scissors, clean sharp scissors. Make sure your hands are clean. It's not a bad idea to put alcohol on your hands before you put your gloves on. If you have gloves on, I've put alcohol on the gloves and then wiped them off. I don't know. Just try to be clean. And after my last debacle with losing all my shit, I'm all about being clean right now. Yeah,
because we were getting ready to bring plants out to the shop. And then he's like, cleaning and cleaning and cleaning. He's like, you want to do some more cleaning? I'm like, shoot, how much more cleaning do we have to freaking do? I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know how many times I've vacuumed the same damn floor. How many more times we got to vacuum the same damn floor?
Every day.
But he's bombed it. He's done a lot of stuff to it. So
I've wiped down the walls by hand. Anyway, all that shit. It's
taking a lot of precautions this time.
Well, you have to, man. Where I live, in the country, you're not going to control the bugs. It's absolutely not going to be a thing
And
unless you burned everything down.
and
then it would be a month later and you'll have all the bugs back. It's just how it works. So,
but back in the day, it pissed him off good enough, he would have burnt that damn thing.
I would have, yeah.
He would have burnt that damn thing to the ground if it pissed him off too bad.
Walk around my property with a torch, killing them black widows and scorpions and shit. The things that can hurt you.
Yes.
All right. Any questions on cloning?
I'm trying to think.
Anything I missed, y'all?
I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I can ask because I always ask questions.
Hey, y'all, I got a question for you. Let me show you something. Okay. What's the problem? A little pop quiz.
Move it down into your shirt a little more, see if you can see a little more of the colors and stuff. Yeah, there you go. Does anybody see anything wrong with that leaf? Can you guys see it?
Anybody?
Can you see it okay?
There, I think if I bent it like that, you can see the colors. Okay. Let's see. Joe, do you cut through the node or above the node?
Good question.
Okay. Good question. Okay. Let me show you here. Okay, so this is a node right here, y'all. You see it? Let me get it on my shirt.
There
Maybe that'll be a little better. I go to the top of the node, which to here it looks like the bottom, but it's the top of the node, and I cut it to 45 at the top. Just like that, and it takes off the node. So it's just the top of it. Okay?
Lane says zinc, question mark.
Zinc? What about it?
What about it, Lane?
What about it, my man? So that answered the question?
Hi, Vicky. I know you're watching. Can't believe you didn't say hi yet.
Okay. So let's do that again. There's the node. I'm going to come in right at it to where it kind of touches. Can I get any closer? Kind of touches the node. And that's that. 45. Actually, it wasn't much of a 45. That's more of a 45.
He said the leaf. Oh, zinc in the leaf. He says, is it zinc?
Oh, no, sir.
Nope, not zinc.
Nope.
That's right. You asked about the leaf.
Yeah,
and then
see,
you went
that's how I
somewhere
do.
else.
Hey, man. I get paid for it, though, guys. I get paid for it.
Look, Vicky is laughing.
Yeah, laughing.
Vicky, I got your number.
Come on now.
Good try. Good try, Lane.
Yeah, good call.
What
brother.
else you got, Lane? You're a new grower. What else you got? I don't know what it is, Lane. I'm just kind of.
I know you. If you follow any growing sites, you've heard this probably 12 times today. The nutrient that is deficient.
Eric, don't you tell him.
He already did.
I know.
Negative. Close, but no. Yeah, CalMag, right? That is everybody's go-to. And let me tell you something. Stop with the fucking CalMag, guys. Stop. This is a magnesium deficiency. Okay? That was magnesium that I had 3 weeks ago.
Lane,
I gave her some magnesium, and now she's perfect.
Lane said nitrogen.
Close. This the magnesium. All right? And the way I know that is in between the ribs, you can see the yellowing, okay? And it'll start out here on the edges ever so gently, and then you'll start to see it creep up the leaf. Now, this leaf, once it has it, it'll never be better. It's always going to be deficient, right? But the new growth that comes up will be not deficient, and so you know you've fixed your shit.
Lane, you did not strike out.
No, sir.
Not at all. This is exactly what we want you
Yep.
doing. You are a very young grower, and this is awesome. No, we want you to be throwing stuff at us. But what is a good thing, though? Joe can find something, if he can, something that has zinc deficiency and
I'll work on it.
nitrogen deficiency, and then we'll be able to show. Well, he'll be able to show everybody the differences.
Yeah.
Like with this one and all the other ones. That's good, Lane. No, this is good.
The idea, guys, do me a favor, Lane, Eric, and anybody else that grows. If you have a deficiency on a leaf and the leaf is still somewhat healthy, just showing the signs of the deficiency, keep the fucking leaf. Put it in a book or a newspaper and flatten it. it'll keep all the color and everything. And then we can say, hey guys, this is a zinc deficiency. This is potassium, magnesium. Hey, CalMag will take care of this, you know, whatever. That is what I'm trying to get after. I have a few leaves, but there's many deficiencies and problems. But like Joe said, Epsom salt, you could do a little bit of Epsom salt in some water and do that, or you could do the Epsom salt just on top of the soil. I wouldn't recommend that. Sometimes it gets a little bit nasty, but or you could have your store-bought nutrients. Just be mindful that the only thing this needs is magnesium. There's no need to give it nitrogen or potassium or phosphorus or nothing like that. It needs magnesium, and that's it. Everything else is showing that it's perfect, right? And so that's the way I operate. I don't just give it a whole run of nutrients just in case, you know, fuck that.
But good guessing, Lane. Seriously.
Yes, absolutely.
This is how we learn, because like I said, I had no clue what was wrong with the plant either. I lived with the man.
And from what I understand too, good looking out, Joe, spray. And so you do a foliar spray. You can mix with water and I don't know the math as far as how, like a tablespoon per what, but mix your Epsom salt with water, right? Get it in a spray bottle and you can foliar spray your plant in it. Supposedly it gets to it faster. So another little fun fact for you that was offered out to me. So foliar sprays, if you have a magnesium deficiency, Epsom salt foliar spray will take care of that apparently. Okay. All right. What else? What else we got, y'all? Damn, that worked out like perfectly.
We have been.
It's 58 fucking minutes. That's like damn near perfect, bro.
Great time tonight.
Hell yeah.
Actually, we've been doing really good.
2 tablespoons per quart is Joe Schoener's idea of a magnesium foliar spray with Epsom salt.
We said gallon now. 2 tablespoons per gallon or quart, Joe?
Oh, okay. So 2 tablespoons per gallon, y'all. So per gallon. Yeah, Barb. And if you have any specific questions too, that you don't want to write out like that and you need to talk, get a hold of me or Lori or whatever. We'll square you away. Okay.
And Barbara, you can, anytime you want to FaceTime or just shoot the shit, call me. Any of you guys, any of you, anybody. You want to just get on a video call, we can do that. Just reach out.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess Joe had a leaf with 13 or it had 13 fingers on it.
Wow.
You kept that. That'd be pretty neat to see.
Nice.
Hey, man. Thanks, Eric, for showing up, brother. Have a good one, man. I'll see you next time. All right. And Joe's also saying 2 to 3 times a week for your foliar spray, I'm assuming is what he's going with. All right. Well, man, I think we covered it too. Man, ain't nobody got no questions.
So now everyone that is on, we talked about this not last week because I wasn't on last week, but the week before we talked about it. We had talked about doing a show maybe on Tuesday nights with Misfit Farms, like this. What we did tonight. Mickey says we can not learn. Mickey, no, right. I just played. So we were talking about 2 different nights. So the last time we had spoke when I was on Tuesday nights, we were talking about doing shows like this for Misfit Farms. And then on Wednesday nights, doing Misfit Tribe on just the tribe talking with each other to see if there's any problems that anybody needs help with, or just communicating.
Or just shooting the shit too.
Yeah, just communicating with each other on Wednesday nights for if anybody needs anything, or just for us to just talk and whatever it may be. I don't mean like need anything where we can just give everything, but what are your guys' thoughts on that?
Well, and also with me, because I do most of my work during the day. And so like for me to clone tonight, there's a lot of cleanup and my lights are going to be turning off. And now she's out here still in the light. So what I'll end up doing is I'll end up recording my work. And so while I'm out there in the grow, I will, do a recording of, planting my clones, showing you the clones as they're in the cloner, and show you like an update every week, but just little videos like that. And then I'll post them. And so maybe the Tuesdays or whatever night it is, it'll be a recording. You guys can ask any questions and I'll see them. I just won't be able to answer your question right at the moment.
Tomorrow, I am going to call the cable company and get cable hooked up out there. So what he wants to start doing is, once we get this completely done and him moving and grooving out there again, damn, I'm hot again.
Yes, you are.
Get him moving and grooving out there again. We are going to get that internet out there, and he wants to keep a live going pretty much just during the day. Anybody can hop on whenever they want. If he's out there tiddling where, messing around with his plants, or if he's out there, he's getting ready to do some big murals on the walls. Okay, so he could be on the walls painting, and you guys can watch that if you guys want to watch that. Whatever it may be. But once we get the internet out there, we are going to keep a live probably going often.
Yeah.
And then you can just get in. We may be in there, shoot the shit for a couple minutes, and then we'll bounce and do whatever.
Especially when I get up in the game with my plants now. Once I get built back up, I'll have so much shit to do. I could literally keep it running all day long.
Yep. So you guys will see him in there, and you'll see us all in there trimming plants. You'll see us doing a whole bunch of different things.
You could just watch some plants.
Yep.
It's always fun.
Hi, son. Happy birthday.
What's up, Josh? Happy birthday, my man. Hell yeah. All right. Well, that sounds like it's going to be working out really well. But yes, when I get internet out there, man, that'll be really cool. I'm excited for that.
I'm going to call tomorrow. Well, our internet bill went down, and I think it's because it's just a crappy freaking internet. So they lowered the price. Well, since they lowered the price, I might as well try to get it out there too.
Yeah.
And it may be crappy, but at least we'll be
Better
able
than
to.
what I got.
Yeah, we can at least talk,
Yeah, and I could at least be out there and having plants in the background is pretty damn bitching, especially when you're doing it live. So
Night, Danny.
All right, night, Danny. Okay, well, we had a really good show. This is a great show tonight, man. I feel really good about it.
It was a really good show.
If you guys have any more questions, don't be afraid to reach out, or you can put them right here in the comments, and I'll get back to it. It'll tell me. I guess that's it.
Oh, it's noon where she's at. Oh, that's right. It's afternoon for you.
Yeah,
For
that
Barbara.
still messes me up. That still messes me up. So if there's no questions, we're gonna go ahead and skate out. If you guys want to go do a chat, man, I'm sure there's some people in here that are willing to chat, man.
And another thing, guys, the Misfit Tribe, the what is it called? What are they called? The Messenger,
Messenger
Misfit Tribe
chat.
and everything. If you all want to jump on there, say good morning. I've been trying to do that more and more every day, and I've been trying to do that in the admins. I've been trying to do it in the tribe part. And what was the other one?
It's the
The
I don't know.
admin, the tribe,
the
and the
tribe spot and are you talking about the tribe spot in
Hold
the
on.
misfit room?
Yes.
Misfit
So I've
room.
been trying to get in there and say good mornings and so on and so forth. What's going on?
It's telling me I need to restart some update.
Oh. But yeah, I've been trying to do that more too, trying to get more people involved in it. So if y'all ever want to pop in, I'd love to see you in there.
Yeah, tribe spot. That's what he's talking about.
Mhm.
But yeah, guys, and so go hang out, chat, all that good stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. What's up?
Barbara, we will put you back in there. You want it? We'll put you in there. All you got to do is say something goofy.
She got that new profile.
Oh, that's okay. We got you. Lindsay, what's up?
Uh-oh. Got a question for you, babe.
For me.
Send it.
I don't know if she can send it. It depends on what it is.
Yeah, well.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Got you.
Absolutely, Barbara. Why are you so beautiful? Whatever. Really? Mm-hmm.
Let me type in Barbara real quick. So
Thank you.
Barbara. Boom. Add. That's in the tribe spot. And then we go over to what? No. Hold on. Let me go up here to the chats. Misfits Tribe. Misfit Room. Okay, Misfit Room.
Yeah. We got you in there. Anybody else that wants to be added? Absolutely. What does your top say, Lori? Oh, Lindsay says, yes, ma'am, a beautiful soul. Thank you, Lindsay. My shirt says.
Hey, it
Well, I
said that
don't
she
know.
couldn't be invited to this one. Well, that's some bullshit. She's in the tribe. Did you get out of the tribe, girl?
Did you leave the tribe, Barbara? We sent you a friend request for it to put you back in. My
She's gotta
shirt
be in.
says, honey, what does my shirt say? Oh, there we go.
And though she be but little, she is fierce.
Itty bitty butt fierce.
Fact.
You see what Lindsay said?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Beautiful soul. I concur. Okay, well, that's that. So if you guys don't have any questions, remember I told you guys everything just like I do every week.
I think Susie said good night.
Did she? Good night, Susie.
Good night, Susie and Ann.
Let me-
I don't know if you're watching, Ann, but good night.
Well, that ain't moving anymore either. Okay, well,
You're beautiful too, Joe.
hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
No, I'm not in the tribe, and you added me to the chat. Got a notification. Okay, so I thought Joe sent you an invite to the
Yeah,
tribe.
I'll get you a tribe invite too, okay, girl?
We'll send you a new invite with the new profile.
Hell yeah. All right, man. So until next time, y'all, happy growing.